What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, tuning in just with a further message about embracing our own authenticity, you know. And like, honestly, I have been doing that with myself, with my own experiences, with the unique experiences I've had, like a spiritual resume, basically, with real life experiences, and like I finally have it comprised. I have it organized and whatnot, and I'm keeping an open mind about that, and having that knowledge of self helps out, to prevent comparison towards other people. Like that's one of the main things I noticed, because many times we're programmed to want to compare to the hype, to who all the hoopla, who's the loudest, the noisiest, you know, likes, views, like, like all of that stuff. When in actuality, like, we're just supposed to have a inner experience. Like, we're supposed to be, improving from who we were yesterday, like in our own league, in our own lane, our own world, providing value that's unique, that's irreplaceable, literally. That there's not many clones, that there's not any clones or copies or duplicates. It's like organic, it's real. And it's important for all of us to have that. And I noticed along this journey of awakening and whatnot, they say like it's the higher and higher you go on the pyramid. And it makes a lot of sense because it's talking about a pyramid of like consciousness, and also like the pictorial expression, such as like Egypt. I know I visualize that so much, seeing the galaxy, the Orion's belt in alignment with Orion's belt, and different just visions of it, seeing the stars, just having some deep enchanted visions, having like that whole place kind of, you know, alone is like a big vision I have. Like with some enchanted 528 hertz frequency binaural beats music playing, with some herbs and some camels and, you know, beautiful loving connections, energies, vibes, frequencies around us. Like I vision that a whole lot. So that's deep into me personally. And at the same time, like I'm also speaking about, our authenticity, because a lot of times I notice that, the social media, the phones, all this stuff, it's so easy to want to like, you know, jump out into the box. You know what I'm saying? When really we're supposed to be out of the box. And that's what I'm doing, you know, by changing the game and realizing that, hey, these people, celebrities, this and that, you know, people idolize and compare themselves to, it's like it's a disservice to you, because you're not gonna be them. You're never gonna be them. You gotta wanna be you, and then love you. And that's why I remind myself every day, and that's why I'm encouraging other people, because you're not gonna be anybody else but you. However old you are. If you're 30 years old, if you're 10 years old, it doesn't matter. You have a whole divine, unique layout of experiences, of frequencies, of traumas, of health, of connections, of relationships, of problems, of education, of work, like of all of that stuff, specifically unique to you. You know, yeah, you might meet someone else who might have worked at the same job, but are they you? Yeah, you might be in the same city as someone who also likes to go to the gym, you know, so what? Like there's so many we gotta transform and like be able to look for similarities, and if not, just keep a neutral vibe. And that's what I'm working on, daily, and I've improved tremendously, far beyond measure, because you see that originality is key, like, and it's liberating in a sense. It's like, hey, we can all be a celestial vessel, you know, channeling a message, from the universe through us, for real. So that's what I'm realizing more and more, because I've noticed sometimes, like, just to be real, yeah, of course, life ain't easy. It ain't perfect. You can be super, super positive all the time, this and that. And at the same time, like, life is real, you know? And when you're super sensitive, like when you become a vegan, like I'm a vegan of 2 years and 8 months, you start to like experience stuff on a real level, on a super sensitive, real level though. But and you're handling it though. So like when you're able to overcome certain doubts, like I'm doing, like, of you questioning your own existence, existentialism, you know, where you're supposed to be, all these different things, rushing the process, etc., etc. But then you start to finally realize, hey, you know what? Let me line up my own unique credentials. Let me block out the whole world and let me go within me and see what am I comprised of. And this is not just a one day type of thing. This is a lifelong thing, of expansion, of inward journey, of growth, of rebuilding for real. Like, I just noticed, I'm like, wow, okay, all the, I'm lining up all the work experience that I have, you know, and seeing how I can be able to summarize certain different so-called labels and checkpoints or themes or whatever niches in the world to help simplify the direction of focus that I'm going in, like the general pathway, for long-term business model, career, profession, so that's what I'm grateful that I'm now very simple within. It's helping me to continuously simplify everything. So, like, I realize that now, literally, with me going about, knowing who I am, what am I good at? Because I feel like a lot of times I, you hear people, parents, mom, dad, even your partners. I have partners, women who, yeah, they may be a helping hand and coming out of a good space, and also at the same time they're suggesting stuff. You got friends, you got, you know, all these advertisements, commercials, strangers, online, everything telling you and giving you stuff, whatever to do. And you go through the world, just like I have, and you go through several experiences, work experiences, like of everywhere. And through that process, like you've built a lot of momentum, which I have, and now I'm like tallying it up, for me personally, because the more and more as I've been able to reclaim my power, the more and more I'm able to actually love who I am and to actually realize that I am good enough and that I am a purposeful man, you know, because like I'm saying many times, the whole comparison thing truly is a thief of joy, because yeah, you want to cheer people on and stuff, but then sometimes you got to overcome that and have a healthy cheer, because sometimes it can, you know, get you away from who you are, and like in a sense, you forget who you are, like you're not just because you see all the, let's say, monkey see, monkey do, just because you see all of them, tossing bananas up, this and that. That doesn't mean you have to do that because when you go in your inner world at home, when you're alone, away from everybody, away from partners, away from family, away from friends, strangers, work, away from all that, and you're in your own world and you have a mind of your own, like some people draw, some people read, some people sing, some people do YouTube, some people create science experiments and stuff like that. Some people study the solar system, and people make clothes and stuff. People do all types of stuff. So like your own world is my point. And like this is a long. I'm on planet Earth. I'm on planet Earth for a long time. Like this is written for real. So I'm embracing to help be that youthful embodiment, that youthful spark, to help us. Because when we go within, then it's so much more liberating because, you get tired of comparing. It steals from you. It's great to collaborate. It's great to, you know, appreciate others. And at the same time, also, the most essential part is for you to appreciate yourself the most so that it just flows and you're not draining energy. Your energy isn't being zapped, it's being fluid and shared amongst others to uplift others. And you become uplifted at the same time, So that's what I'm realizing. And I'm grateful to really become much more at peace with myself in my own skin because I'm good enough. And I'm glad I have amazing mentors, amazing mentors, excuse me, Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters, about knowing ourselves or whatnot. Like it's for real, it's life, self discovery for a man, for a woman, like to go all the way and to fully be into it. It's the total package, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your heart, all of that. So, like, the whole mental thing, like, of knowing yourself, that's some deep stuff and some real stuff because that can, like, get you, that paces you at a gradual rate, that you can last in the long run. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm glad because it may be the road less traveled. And at the same time, it's the smartest road. It's the smartest route, the smartest route, smartest way to go, because I'm forever free and I'm able to fully express myself 100% in a healthy way. And I'm eternally free and I'm growing. I'm creating new streams of financial income. I'm attracting amazing love. I'm connecting with great, meaningful people and energies. I'm healing. I'm growing so much. So I'm just spreading some good energy to the world now. Embracing your authenticity is awesome. We can be different and we can be so called weird, aka geniuses. So, anyways, y'all have an amazing day. It's Eternal Authenticity broadcasting live.